Georgie.
Everyone hates the feeling when the movie is too hyped and it turns out to be a complete disaster. But the opposite of that is a delight when everyone is left with a little surprise at the end. Hey, I'm Harsh and you are watching Top 10 Lists. Number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Drop it now!
Yeah, hey, cool man. No problem. No problem at all.
It's true, Guardians of the Galaxy was predicted to be many Marvel's first true flop by virtue of no one having heard of the characters. But its overall silliness got Guardians of the Galaxy 773 million worldwide. Number 9, Mad Max Fury Road. If the movie was a product of raw, unprocessed 80s grit, it was probably the original Mad Max. It neither had much of a plot and mostly featuring Mel Gibson knocking around in the desert and getting himself into overblown car chases. They were beloved at the time, but thoroughly believed to be a product of their time and nothing more. It was essentially a reviving franchise that had lain dormant for decades and expecting today's audience to throw money at it. But all told, Mad Max Fury Road became an instant hit, with critics and audiences appreciating it for the gratuitous spectacle that it was. Number 8, The Matrix.
Please remove any metallic items you're carrying, keys, loose change. Holy shit!
Not a great deal of attention was given to the original Matrix movie, given that its directors weren't big names, and the whole thing was just a confusing jumble of philosophy and Eastern Kung Fu scenes. Number 7, Bad Moms. The trailer for Bad Moms was not very inspiring. On the surface, it looked like a tired rehash of a number of comedies that had come before.
Oh my god, good, right? I'm coming. Oh my god.
People did not seem to be interested in seeing what this film had to offer. But despite of that, Bad Moms brought in almost 200 million at the box office. Number 6, Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is now known in Hollywood for being the movie with one of the most botched marketing campaign in recent memory. But as the movie came out, it was a real slap in the face to everyone who saw it. It grossed out approximately 370 million, enough to warrant an announced sequel currently in development. Number 5, Gone Girl.
Amy Elliott Dunn disappeared 3 days ago. I had nothing to do with the disappearance of my wife. I have nothing to hide.
When the first tale of the Gone Girl dropped on the internet, it looked like quintessential American thriller with nothing too special to show for.
He's being a good guy, so everybody can see him being a good guy.
Boy, you really don't like him, do you?
All I'm trying to do is be nice to the people who are volunteering to help find Amy.
But when the movie came out, the film was buzzing all over the globe. The movie grossed approximately 370 million worldwide, which effectively made it one of the most profitable movies in that year.
I'm hoping you can tell me what this means.
Want to solve Amy's treasure hunt?
You seen this girl around here?
Yeah, I remember her.
I know you. I saw you at the volunteer center.
Number 4, Star Wars. no real way to tell at the time if you're making a box office hit, and this was certainly true for the original Star Wars movie. George Lucas didn't have much experience as a writer or director, and the movie was given a fairly low budget for the time. And the 20th Century Fox was fairly sure that Star Wars would tank, but the result was completely opposite of it. It practically revived 20th Century Fox from bankruptcy and became the first true blockbuster, began one of the largest franchises in the world, and made George Lucas a truly insane amount of money.
You know what that means.
Number 3. Kingsmen: The Secret Service.
And let me teach you a lesson.
The Mark Millar graphic novel was released in 2012 and was quickly picked up by the 20th Century Fox for a film version. The trailer eventually arrived and the reaction was mild. It's safe to say that the trailer didn't exactly do justice to the film. The movie hit theaters in 2014. It became a crazy sensation all around the world. Number 2.
That dog was
John
a final
Wick.
gift from my dying wife.
Jonathan, you got out once. You dip so much as a pinky back into this pond, you may find something reaching out.
It's crazy to think that back in 2014, Lionsgate was so convinced that John Wick was going to be a failure that they only released the first trailer for the movie a mere 27 days before its release.
Who you did it to?
Nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
But to their surprise, John Wick arrived in theaters and became an instant classic that spawned one of the biggest action franchises of the 21st century. Number 1. Iron Man. Today, it would be almost laughable to even think that Marvel movie could fail. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is now the biggest grossing franchise in the history, with the epic finale of its final saga, Avengers: The Endgame. MCU's original film was considered to be a huge risk. Very few people believed in Iron Man during its production process. The director Jon Favreau fought for his project vigorously and proved everyone wrong by delivering an absolute hit of a movie, bringing in $585 million at the box office. If you like our list, drop a like, and if you dislike our list, drop a dislike. But stay tuned for more interesting top 10 lists.